Make up mine. Fight.
So, the YouTuber Any Austin makes these really funny and entertaining videos where he pits video game characters against each other in what he calls breath-holding competitions, basically contests in which non-aquatic video game mammals compete for the longest underwater survival record. I wanted to try a similar concept, but instead of just ripping the breath-holding competition concept whole hog, I wanted to put my own spin on it. Something larger, something oranger, something hotter. So in this video, I'm allowing you all to spectate on what I'm calling the burning competition. We're gonna take 5 video game characters, burn them all alive, and see who survives the longest. These characters are the Pikmin from Pikmin, Minecraft Steve from Minecraft, Link from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Leon Scott Kennedy from Resident Evil 4 Remake, and Goku. Let's subject these 5 icons to the worst death a human being can suffer for our amusement. We're gonna be timing each of them and see who survives the longest. I want to stress that this idea is directly inspired, directly ripped off from Any Austin's breath-holding competition videos, so if you want a similar concept but less charred and smoky, I'd recommend checking those out. All that said, let's get burning. Let's burn the Pikmin. So the reason I think we're leading with the Pikmin here is because I truly believe they're going to perform the worst. They are plants after all, with exception to the red Pikmin, who are obviously exempt from this competition. And I want to note that for the Pikmin specifically, we're going to be counting them as dead the moment their number is subtracted from our Pikmin count. We're going to bring about 4 blue Pikmin and 4 yellow Pikmin and see how each of them fare. We've landed at the Forest Navel, which is easily the most fire-filled level in Pikmin 1, so we're going to find a nice isolated fire spout and conduct our tests. Let's roll. Alright, so we have found a nice isolated fire spout completely separate from any enemies or obstacles on the map. So we are going to separate the Pikmin, grab one, and see exactly how long he lasts after unfortunately being caught on fire. So let's find out. Alrighty, he is on fire, he's running around, he's having a good time, running around like a chicken with his head cut off. He's currently going on 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds, and he goes down at 9.5 seconds. Just under 10 seconds for the Pikmin. They're faring much better than I expected, but we cannot call the operations there. We have to get another test sample. Alrighty, he's on fire, running around. Let's see how he does. He's still going at the same rate the previous Pikmin was, getting stuck on walls and stuff. 6 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds, and he is down at 9.3 seconds. And let's try the other ones. Once again, we're going at 1, 2, 3 seconds, 4 seconds. They're faring much better than I expected them to. And looks like they're going down again at the 9.6 second mark. Okay, and we got one more Pikmin to test. He's running around, he's happy, he's living for it, he loves being on fire, so does his little friend. And after all said and done, looks like they as well go down at 9.5 seconds. So if we remove any variance in the exact percentages based on me starting my recording software a little late, looks like the Pikmin are lasting on average 9.5 seconds. That is very interesting for our data, and now we have to live with the regret of having done this on our hands. Let's burn Minecraft Steve. Alrighty, we have created a new Minecraft world with the express intent of burning Minecraft Steve alive, so let's hop into the fire and see how he fares. At around halfway through, he is at half health, seems about right. It's almost to 10 seconds, and will he fare better than the Pikmin? He does. Steve sits at a comfortable 10.7 seconds on the burn scale. However, I am not entirely a fan of that result, as I don't know if you noticed, but midway through, Steve began regenerating health due to being at full food. So what we're going to do is we're going to run around to waste some food and try again without Steve's auto regen on. So let's see. Alrighty, I did manage to lose the food, but I also lost some health along the way, which means we are going to have to regain the food to regain the health, and then lose the health again from burning. We do need to regenerate some food, but luckily I see a lovely little food source over there. Let's make like Billy Joel and start the fire. I'm sorry, little sheep. You've sadly got to die for the cause. I hope you understand. This is worthwhile. It is science. It is an exhibition. Alrighty, we have earned some mutton chops, so let's eat them, lose the food, and then get back into the business. Alrighty, we are back, and it is time to burn Minecraft Steve again, this time without that pesky auto-regen. We've started the fire, we are losing health. 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5, 6, 7. It's looking about the same, maybe a little bit faster, and he goes down at 10.1 seconds. So that missing food really did make a difference. Overall, this was a fascinating experiment. Let's move on to the next subject. Let's burn Link. Okay, I made a startling discovery upon starting up Breath of the Wild for this experiment, and that is that I do not have my save file anymore, meaning that my Link only has 4 hearts, because I had to start from the earliest point I could. If you want to conduct an experiment with a Link with more hearts, you're more than welcome to, but for now, Link, you're not going to sit down, you're not going to be around long enough to do that. We are going to see how a Link with 4 hearts burns. So, let's step into the fire and see how he does. Oh, I accidentally stepped out. Okay, so now we're at a bit of an impasse because I'm not at full health anymore. Do I have anything to heal with? I kind of made a beeline for this area when I was setting things up here, so we're gonna see if we have plenty of food. Jeez, I could have cooked this in that fire, but instead I'm burning myself alive. Let's eat 2 delicious apples. An apple away keeps the doctor away, but burning keeps the doctor close. So let's burn Link and see how he does. Alrighty, Link is burning. He appears to be losing health at a rate of 1 heart per second. It's going very quickly, and he is already dead at 6.2 seconds. That is not very good for our man Link. You'd think the hero of the wild would be a bit better at taming wildfires than that, but it's also not max heart, so if you want to test this yourself, you're more than welcome to. Let's move on to the next experiment. Let's burn Leon. So Leon was actually the hardest one to record for this video. The reason I chose to do the remake is because right at the beginning in the village section, there is a lamp you can shoot to drop the fire onto Leon, killing him. However, I didn't realize how difficult this would be. I had to play through the beginning section a few times to even get the right run to make this happen. The developers of this game really don't want you using their cool set piece to commit auto-immolation, I guess. My first run, I went through on my completed standard mode save file and just steamrolled all the enemies, leading to me beating the village section, which, fun fact, I didn't know this, big did you know gaming here, beating the village section actually puts out all of the fires in the area, so that option was out. Next up, I tried it on standard with the same save file without killing all of the enemies, and I proved to be too strong. My maxed out health made Leon survive the fire. Next up, I tried standard with normal health, and I just had such a hard time getting the fire to actually hit Leon. I kept getting pushed out of the way by the cow or grabbed by the enemies. So on my final attempt, I went through on hardcore, made sure not to damage any enemies along the way to aggro them, and I finally set Leon on fire, killing him. So let's see the timer for that run and see how Leon fared. God, I wish that were me. Anyway, let's go set Leon on fire. Have him meet the same fate as his best buddy cop guy over there. We're gonna run into the house, shoot the lantern, and finally set Leon ablaze. So let's do it. Let's start the timer and see how he burns. We're at 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 and 6 seconds. 6.4. He barely did any better than Link. I guess all of these semi-realistic, tall, less cartoony guys are just not as good at taking fire. Who would have guessed? Let's burn Goku. So I was really raking my brain about what Fortnite character to use for this video. I was thinking maybe Darth Vader, Indiana Jones, Optimus Prime. Then I remembered the objective funniest character in Fortnite is Goku from Dragon Ball Z. So in this video, we're going to be burning Son Goku alive, doing what Frieza, Cell, Kid Buu, and all the others could never do. My initial plan was to run around the map until I found Firefly Jars, which are basically items that allow you to throw out an E-rated Molotov at the enemy. They explode into fire and spread fire around. And I spent an entire match looking for them without picking up any ammo or guns. I just kind of ran around and avoided people, and their bullets kept whizzing by me like I had Ultra Instinct, until I was finally put down by a very persistent user with a shotgun. Guess they don't want me committing auto-immolation either. On my second run, though, I actually remembered that Fortnite has gas stations, which you can blow up to generate large fires. So I made a beeline directly for one and blew it up. Let's see how Goku fares. It's time for Son Goku to do what he does best, which is exorbitant amounts of property damage and endangerment of innocent life. We're gonna run up, blow up this gas station, and then stand in the fume. Should be a good time. Oh shit, I took a little bit of damage from the explosion, but it's fine. It's all fire damage either way. Let's let it finish popping and then step into the fumes. Ooh, so Goku had a surprisingly muted showing here. Even if we account for the extra second or two after the explosion, then he still only lasted about 6 to 7 seconds, which is not much better than some of our other competitors. He landed somewhere in the middle, which is a little bit of a shock from someone as notoriously hard to put down as Son Goku. Alright, let's discuss what we've learned here from this little experiment. Our 5th place competitor is Leon, whose realistic, horror-themed, brittle human lungs simply could not withstand the smoke inhalation. After him is Link from Breath of the Wild, who we do have to put a bit of an asterisk on due to the heart situation. If we did have more hearts, then Link could easily take the top spot in this competition, and I encourage you to do the calculations on your own time to figure where he would rank. But for our purposes, what we tested today, Link does come second to the bottom. After that is Goku. If we account for the additional time he would have had he entered the fire at full health and not taken damage from the explosion, then he would have narrowly beaten Link and Leon, which is not a surprise. Following that is surprisingly the Pikmin, who, despite being plants, have the second longest on-fire shelf life out of all of our competitors, and in the lead is Minecraft Steve, a notoriously poor breath holder who manages to withstand fire better than many of his contemporaries. What an interesting competition. I sure do hope the cruel and unusual punishment suit against me is simple and easily resolved. Thanks for watching, hope you all have a fantastic day before, during, and after watching, and I'll catch you all later. Thanks and cheers.